In the previous lesson we discussed an introduction to autonomic nervous system. If you haven't seen it yet, you'll find the link down in the description. In this lesson we'll discuss the actions of sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. But first there are some basic information you should know. Most organs are innervated by both divisions of ANS, sympathetic and parasympathetic. They work in harmony together, keeping homeostatic balance by their opposite actions on the body. And this is called dual innervation. Despite this dual innervation, one system usually predominates in controlling the activity of a given organ. For example, in the heart, the parasympathetic division is the predominant factor for controlling rate. There are some organs receiving only sympathetic innervation, such as the adrenal medulla, kidney, pilomotor muscles, and sweat glands. Centers in brain such as hypothalamus, medulla oblongata, and also the spinal cord respond to the stimuli of the afferent impulse, originating in the viscera and other autonomically innervated structures, by sending out efferent reflex impulses via the ANS. And now let's discuss the actions of the sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system in a simple way. In the previous lesson we knew that parasympathetic works in resting state and sympathetic works in stressful conditions that we call fight, fright and flight conditions. To simplify their actions, let's start by the sympathetic division. Suppose you are in a fight. I want you to think with me and answer these questions. What exactly do you need from your body in this case? Do you need your GIT or your urinary bladder to be stimulated? The answer is no, so now we know that GIT motility and blood flow decrease and the sphincters of the stomach get contracted. And the saliva secretion becomes little and viscous. And also urine retention happens through the contraction of sphincter muscle and relaxation of detrusor muscle in the urinary bladder. What you really need in a fight or a stressful condition is the strength and energy. So how does your body handles this? Heart rate and force of contraction increase, and also blood pressure increase through the contraction of the blood vessels. Lungs also helps you to breathe more and get more oxygen through bronchodilation. Your liver helps you to get more glucose and energy through glycogenolysis. And of course the blood flow to your skeletal muscles increase through the vasodilatation of skeletal muscle blood vessels, and also glycogenolysis increases. Also eye pupil gets dilated, which is known as mydriasis. So, these are the actions of the sympathetic nervous system. When you want to remember them, remember the fight and what you need and what you don't need. Now let's discuss the actions of the parasympathetic division. Do you remember the homeostatic balance from the beginning of this lesson? Okay. There is a balance between the sympathetic and parasympathetic actions. When one goes up the other goes down, and when one goes down the other goes up. Parasympathetic division predominates in resting conditions. We call it rest and digest conditions. Suppose you are sitting on the table and eating. Again, think about what you need and what you don't need from your body. Of course you really need your GIT to work more. So, the motility and blood flow increase and the sphincters of the stomach relax, allowing the food to pass through. What else we get are the stimulation of peristalsis, which is the contraction of the GIT, and also watery saliva, and all of these actions help in the process of digestion. And regarding urination, in resting state your body helps you to get rid of its waste through urine evacuation. Relaxation of sphincter muscle and contraction of detrusor muscle. Heart rate and contraction decrease. Blood pressure decrease. Bronchoconstriction in the lungs. And eye pupil gets constricted, which is known as miosis. I think now you get it. The parasympathetic actions completely oppose the sympathetic actions. That's all for this lesson. Help me to know if that video was useful for you through using like or a comment. Subscribe and follow my social networks to easily get my videos. If you want to easily recall this info, download this free PDF from the link down in the description.